Learn how to capture attention. My job is to wake people up. The most important factor is one word, and that word is patience. If you don't have patience to play a social media game, I want you to just literally turn off this podcast and go watch House of Cards or play Fortnite and just enjoy life, because you're not going to be able to survive in the social media game. The social media game requires hard work and patience, and you're going to be able to test things out consistently and actively until you find those things that you can scale. Because if you don't find those things to scale, then nothing happens, right? But if you also invest on things, on strategies, on audiences, on ads that don't produce results, then you go down and you lose all your money, and you also have to shut down, okay? So in the social media game, I'm gonna give you an analogy to the social media game, okay? And this is 100% true, and I have been testing it out myself, and it happens to be almost exactly the right formula. Think about Facebook advertising in the same way that you think of a baseball player and their batting percentage, what they also call the at-bat percentage. Now, what does that mean and what am I talking about, okay? Well, in the social media game, if you create 20 audiences, just to tell you a specific thing, because there's campaigns, there's audiences, there's ads, etc., right? Let's say that you pick out 20 audiences. You find 20 different interests, you find 20 different demographics, you find 20 different areas to target, income levels, etc., okay? I'm going to guarantee you something, okay? At least 16 to 18 of those campaigns, audiences, or ads that you created are going to fail, which means that in order for you to survive in a social media game, you have to understand that you, as an advertiser, as a marketer, you are kind of like a baseball player, meaning that a baseball player gets up to the plate and he's going to bat the ball. He's going to try to hit it and try to get on base. He's going to try to get on base safely. Do you know that a baseball player, if they succeed 3 times out of 10, they are eventually a Hall of Famer? Let that sink in. Meaning that if they fail 7 out of 10 times throughout their entire lives, 70% of the time, they are an absolute rock star. 3 times out of every 10, they get results, and they get something that works well, and they can scale that and get results overall with that particular audience, with that particular ad in that campaign. Well, it's pretty crazy to think that Facebook advertising works exactly the same way. And this is where most Facebook advertisers fail. They forget to actually implement a strategy that allows them to test,